Hey everyone, my name is David Dunbar, or the Theme Park Evangelist. So I actually meant to do this live stream this evening. Change of plans. I had to move it to this afternoon, and even then, I really didn't have the time because my brother asked me the last minute to come over to his place and help him unpack. But I got busy doing something. But really quickly before I go over to my brother's house to help him unpack. I really wanted to take this opportunity to do a quick live stream. So, first and foremost, let's go over all of the big changes coming to Universal this year alone. So, starting with the fact that Universal is bringing a brand new family friendly theme park to Texas, North Texas to be specific, in 2023. I think that is like one of the coolest things personally. And I'm like really excited about this opportunity for Universal to share some love of Texas or shed some love on Texas. I think this will be a absolutely outstanding opportunity to do this. And oh cool. Anyway, so yeah, I definitely will look forward to hearing all about Universal bringing some love to Texas in the future, and who knows when that's going to happen. I also heard that Universal is still trying to push for the Bright Line to come to the Universal area, especially since what they would like to do with the Bright Line, which they're still trying to work on. As I saw last time I went to Central Florida back last September, they wanted to go to Epic Universe, which they're still working on, and they're hoping to have it done within the next couple of years. And the plan right now is to have the new Mario World go over to Epic Universe. And honestly, I am extremely excited about Epic Universe. In fact, it's such a huge deal. I don't even think I'm going to go over to Epic Universe for at least a year, but I think that would be really cool to see the Bright Line go over to Epic Universe in the future. So that was something else I had heard recently, and I don't know if it was this year or at the end of last year. Another really big announcement that Universal had made just this year alone is they are bringing Halloween Horror Nights, or at least a portion of it, to Las Vegas, Nevada. That means that if you're in the Las Vegas area, you can enjoy Halloween Horror Nights 24/7, so to speak. So I guess they're going to have their own Halloween Horror Nights area sectioned off that you can like spend money on. And I guess it's going to have a Las Vegas kind of feel to it, which, makes sense since you're in Las Vegas. So those are two major, huge changes for Universal just this year alone. And I added on the additional bonus of the fact that the Bright Line is coming to Epic Universe in the next couple of years, and that's the current um, idea right now for the Bright Line and Universal. Disney doesn't really want anything to do with Bright Line, but Universal definitely does. Universal has been very adamant about Bright Line pretty much since the city of Orlando even came up with the idea in the first place. But let's go ahead and move on to Walt Disney World. So, not even talking about just Disney in general, we're talking about Walt Disney World here. So, there was a lot of changes that were made within the past uh, month or two. First of all, you probably already heard this by now. If you didn't, where have you been? The last CEO of Disney got fired recently, and they replaced that guy with Bob Iger or Bob Chapek, I forget. I have to go back and look. So they brought back the original CEO, in other words. So everything's starting to go back to normal. What are those changes that are being made? Well, first of all, Disney World annual pass holders, you no longer need to make a park reservation for any of the four Disney parks except for the Magic Kingdom on weekends, specifically Saturdays, because it's so busy. That means that after 2 p.m., you can just show up at any of the four Disney parks, except for weekends, of course. But anyway, also, you no longer have to park or pay for parking at the Disney resorts anymore. For quite some time, I was trying to avoid parking at the Disney resorts, especially. I was trying to avoid trying to stay on Disney property for quite some time because they were charging $15 to $20 per night, depending on the value of the resort. The more expensive the resort, the more the value of the parking increased. And it was just making it not worthwhile to stay at Disney resorts or even go to a Disney resort. Like, legitimately, the only way to get out of paying for parking at the Disney resorts, like I discovered um, last February, for example, when the whole paying for parking thing was in effect, we legitimately had to have a Disney reservation. And they asked for our ID. They if I remember correctly, they had to look it up in the system and confirm yes that we do, or at least you had to show them your My Disney Experience app and say, "Look, we have one." And you were only allowed to keep your car there while you were there for your Disney reservation. However, though, if I remember correctly, we had gotten there a little early and we were able to get away with parking the car, taking a resort launch over to the Magic Kingdom, and going and rode one ride, and that was it. And that was the Tomorrowland Transit Authority. So I could go do some YouTubing on the Tron coaster. And then we literally had to rush back over to Wilderness Lodge just on time for our reservation. So, yeah. But nowadays, you can just show up at a Disney resort and you can tell them like why you're there and they'll never charge you for parking again, which is amazing. Also, I should mention Tron Light Cycle Coaster finally has an official opening date. April 4th, 2023. That's only less than 3 months away. Walt Disney World officially announced it on their Facebook page not too long ago. I am beyond ecstatic about this because I have been watching the progression of this roller coaster ever since I was personally working at the Magic Kingdom back in 2017. That was about 6 years ago almost. But anyway, or almost 6 years ago. So, excuse me. To finally see this roller coaster is finally about to open to the public is exciting. So yes, I am definitely looking forward to this event. I am very, very excited. I think this will be an amazing addition to Walt Disney World and the Magic Kingdom. And I think this will take a lot of load off of Space Mountain. By the way, if you did not know, today Space Mountain turns 48 years old, and Space Mountain is by far one of my favorite Disney World rides to date. So help me wish Space Mountain a happy birthday. I know this is going to sound corny, but let's just go ahead and do it. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. By the way, it is I'm trying to figure out where it is on this. I am looking at the Magic Kingdom map. It's not even on here because this is a 50-year-old map. Actually, 50-year-old plus. Space Mountain wasn't even built yet. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Space Mountain. Happy birthday to you. And many more to come. I know I shouldn't have paused mid sentence, but I just happened to realize, oh yeah, shoot, the Magic Kingdom map is right behind me. But this is an OG for those of you who don't know, original. But yeah, I don't have a current map of the Magic Kingdom behind me at all, so I can't just go and show you, look, there's Space Mountain right there. But I did share on my Facebook page today a picture from D23 of Space Mountain. It's probably a very current photo that Space Mountain just had its birthday. But yeah, every time I ride that, I can always tell it's getting old because it always makes a lot of noise, like more than usual. And they were even saying back when I was over there dealing with a costume situation, I was in a part of Space Mountain, and they were like, "Yeah, we were really looking forward to Tron opening," and this was back 6 years ago, almost, and they were like, "Yeah, Tron will take a lot of pressure off the old girl," and here it is, almost April, and we can finally say that Tron's opening is in the future. So very exciting. Actually, I knew Tron was getting ready to open even back in September. Like it was getting ready to open soon because I went to my aunt and uncle's house in Orlando, right? Well, Meadowwoods, Florida. But anyway, so my dad's brother was there, and he currently works for Walt Disney World. I'm not saying what he does or anything, but let's just say he's kind of pretty up high up there. And they had just had or they had just given him these free Tron Light Cycle Coaster cupcakes. They were blue. I didn't take any picture of it, unfortunately, but they literally left blue or tongue blue. It was hilarious, and it took me forever just to get my tongue back to its pink color again. But yeah, I had a feeling that the Tron Light Cycle Coaster opening was getting close even back then. And that's when I had gone for the Guardians of the Galaxy coaster opening, or well, to go ride it, I should say. So Tron is going to open before Guardians, but it's taken Tron longer, it seems like, to open than Guardians. And I personally would like to go back to Walt Disney World by September, exactly a year after I went and rode Guardians that way. It's been officially a year since I rode Guardians, and then a year later I go ride Tron, and that way I can cover two brand new Disney roller coasters in just a year apart. So that would be my plan right there. And of course, I got to go ride Guardians while there. My biggest question about Tron is Disney going to continue its current path of the whole virtual reservation system where you have to physically be in the park after 2 p.m. and you have to physically scan your ticket, enter the park, get on My Disney Experience, and join the virtual queue for that ride. So the Magic Kingdom, it would be the Tron Light Cycle Coaster, and then join the actual standby line when your group gets called. Or are they going to try to open it immediately to standby in Disney Genie, or Lightning Lane, I should say, because I have a very strong feeling this is going to be a Lightning Lane attraction. Just a guess, but yeah, I mean, I can tell that I already know quite a bit about what's, going to happen with the future of Tron. And I would be surprised if my guesses are correct, but we'll see what happens. But enough about Tron. We've already talked quite a bit about Tron. Personally have not heard anything new about Disney Springs, surprisingly. And you guys know what a huge Disney Springs fan I am. And you guys know by now that I always have to go to Disney Springs whenever I go to Central Florida because I have to see like what's going on with Disney Springs. Is there anything new going on? Any new shops or restaurants, especially going over in West Side, which is my favorite section. I've heard rumors that Disney Quest is coming back, but the real question is, are those rumors true? And I'm just that kind of person that's like willing to go back to Disney Springs again, especially in September, just to find out if I'm correct or not. You guys know I went back last September. I'm going to go back again this September if I get to go back to Central Florida because as of right now, I don't know. And I would love to take Katie with me because she's personally never been to Walt Disney World in her life. And I would love to show it to her. Let's see here. Oh yeah, so you guys already know that Disney already and revealed the whole Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind holiday mix, and I thought that was amazing. And I would have loved to go to Epcot during the holidays this past Christmas just to see it. However, though, I was in Cosby, Tennessee, celebrating Christmas in a cabin for the very first time. So I thought that was kind of neat. And I personally have never, well, I shouldn't say never. I haven't stayed in a cabin in years. Like literally the last time I stayed in a cabin, I was a child at Fort Wilderness at Disney World. So that was a really exciting opportunity. And the fact that I had a built-in washing machine dryer was like awesome. The only thing that was not awesome was the fact that I got the stupid flu, which eventually turned into a stupid ear infection, which at this point has lasted about 12 days, but is getting better. Like I could definitely hear myself better today than even yesterday, for example. So, with time it heals. But yeah, I'm just trying to think what else has changed. There was a lot of things that Disney World changed. I read something about whatchamacallit, their character meet and greets or whatnot. Like there was like breaking news about it, but I haven't seen anything. Like I literally, I mean, I know you guys can't see it, but this is my news feed here. It's my Google news feed, and I swipe to my left, and then I start looking through, and I start looking to like I have it intentionally personalized so I can look at all of this or all the theme park news and anything travel related, and I share that directly to my Facebook page. So I would also strongly encourage you guys to go to my Facebook page anytime you want an update on anything regarding Disney, Universal, Kings Island, SeaWorld, Busch Gardens, so on and so forth. Even the Ark Encounter, because I know I have a lot of huge Ark Encounter fans that watch my YouTube channel. Well, I hate to tell you this, guys, but I'm going to have to wrap it up at the 20-minute mark because I don't want to keep my brother waiting. And I know that he's really counting on my help today. For those of you who don't know, another thing that happened to me recently was my brother recently moved back to Kentucky from Cincinnati area. And of course, the day he moved was the same exact day that I caught that ear infection, which was the same day I applied to the new aquarium. So yeah, it's just been interesting. And I see that 2 people already got the hint that I'm leaving. So I will see you guys in the next vlog. And always remember, you can do all things through Christ strengthens you. Have a great night. Peace out.